YouTube. This is one way. It's going live real quick. See what's up with everybody out there on this Sunday afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Raining all morning, but I think the rain's gonna stop. Now the sun's coming out. Y'all can see the blue skies. It's like blue skies for a few days. I'll just tap in real quick. I noticed if the people that are in part of the little Fillmore saga, if you notice there's some bad energy tapping back in. I'm starting to hear, see. It's one thing to get yourself right. Say you come from the struggle, you know what I'm saying? You got here, you're doing the right thing. Let's say you hit it big, even maybe hit the lottery or just get a good career or anything like that. You know, don't you forget where you came from, though. Shit, don't be quick to start talking shit and start down talking the people that are still in the struggle, that are still in the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? I hear people that are quick to talk, pretty much try to make people feel bad about how they're living. They'll be talking about like, yeah, I only fly first class, and all you suckers out there that can't fly first class, like trying to make a motherfucker feel some type of way, even though they were that same person, shit, just a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people like that you might want to think, well, shit, maybe they were bullied and picked on their whole life. That's why as soon as they're quick to get a position, they're gonna start talking down on the people around them, even people that they came up with, for example, and shit. That's one thing I don't do out here in the real world. You know, I know a lot of rich folks and a lot of people, they got nice things, and you never hear them out there down talking people, calling them dope fiends and calling them, well, if they are dope fiends and shit, you know, there are people that are just straight dope fiends. They don't do no shit, ain't got no home, ain't got no job, just out here homeless. That's, you know, but people out here, they be putting titles on people's names just because of their, like, maybe some people smoke some herbs, like they want to label them a certain way, but you know, in the real world, that's just pretty much a sucker label that you just got in your mind, because maybe your parents or someone in your life always told you, maybe your grandmama and them always told you not to be smoking that herb, and not to be like, to get yourself going right, have yourself a career and shit. But don't remember, your grandma didn't tell you to do those things to put other people down. She did those things to better yourself, for you to get up out of that struggle and hopefully help others. You know, when grandma tells you to get up out of that shit and not to be like the rest of them. She ain't telling you to think you're better and start putting people down and start switching up and being Tekashi 6ix9ine with the folks. You know what I'm saying? That's where the fugazi shit falls in. You know, my grandma, shit, no matter how much money you got or where you're at in life and shit, she's the type that, you know, when it comes down to helping out others, she's right there. She might go and help out the homeless, serve them some food during the holidays, just like I do, you know, help out others that are in need, not just think about yourself and think that you're, I don't know, it's some kind of an accomplished, you feel as though you made in life, so now you feel as though you're in a position where you can start putting other people down, but in reality, you're just better than yourself, but it don't make you any better than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said in my last video, most of the people with wealth, they fly stealth. They ain't out here fucking flashing fucking 20 fucking chains and talking down on the folks, and you know what I'm talking about? That's just the reality of shit. But when it's in you, you ain't gotta be talking. You know, if you were raised around people that had any sense, they always told you, watch out for those suckers that just talk that game and still talk. They've been talking that shit for 40, 50 years, and they'll still be talking that shit 10 years from now. You know, they might be on a little uphill at the time, but most likely a person like that who ain't got, you know, the real good in them and ain't really about what they're talking about, is just trying to flex in the meantime. You'll see, time will always tell with these folks and shit. You always see, you know, in their mind, they're talking about, yeah, I'm better, I'm fucking finna live mansions and this and that and da-da-da-da-da. But those are the ones that have been talking for fucking, since they were kids, y'all. Most likely. Most of the ones that, you know, it's good to dream and set out goals. But to sit there and just talk about it and never really show it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been told that you don't say nothing till you're up in that shit, and then you can flex. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you don't gotta flex. Like I was trying to say, all good. And I ain't talking about flexing, trying to think you're better than other people. See, that's the things people get it twisted out here and shit. A lot of people try to flex and show their this and that, but you know, this ain't the paid in full channel in life. You know, I'm talking about the movie. You know, the movie had some good points, and at the end, it had the best point about all the fugazi shit that's really going on out here in the world. You know, a lot of people talk that shit, but when I go around, I don't see all the shit that people talk. You know, like I said, I be out here and shit. Like Jay-Z used to say, where all the Hummers at? Alright? All these people talking good game and shit, but where's they says you go to Belize and go to fucking rich places in the world, and you'll see ballers and shit. Maybe go down shit, even when I go to Hollywood, Universal, I don't see the ballers and shit. I don't see them. You know, I see them when there's events and when it's that time. But that time ain't all the time. That's what people get this shit. They get it twisted out here in the real world. They think people are really living that life every day, but in reality, you know, they may show up for that moment or for that event, but in reality, most of the time, you don't even see these people and shit. They're living real lives and shit in their homes, private. That's real time. You know, there's a few people out here that like to show and tell, and that's all good. I ain't got nothing against that. But don't start teaching people and start telling people that that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more. There's a lot. This fucking world is big and it's great, and there's a lot of things going on. Like the shit that you're doing and what you're, you know, like what I'm doing, you know, in our minds it's big and it's great, but we also got to think too, like there's big shit going on in the world. And don't forget about people that are struggling. Like I always tell my girl, don't forget, you know, everyone wants to have the best, nice shit. But don't be feeling some type of way. So don't forget about the people out there that are struggling, that ain't got it. Because you make them think you're like some fucking weirdo to them. You know, like imagine someone in a third world country watching your video and shit, and no matter what you're doing out here in the world, you could be driving a fucking, not even driving, just having a bike, but living in America, and they see you, just they would just be proud and be happy to live your life. They're out there to fucking struggle, and that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand, because they're so small-minded. They're just thinking about the people in their hood and the people that they've been trying to impress, or the people that they've been surrounded, maybe been talking shit to them their whole life, so now they want to start flexing up on them. But you know, like Tupac and all them and shit, you know, you speak on the world is, it gets deep. It's not just your surroundings, it's not just the people you meet on a daily basis. It's people that you know out there in the world that are in the shit, and I ain't ignorant to that part of reality. Damn, I'm just rambling. Shout out Mob Type. I see you right there. Appreciate you sliding through. Damn, I'm not even seeing the comments. Just talking about, you know, supporting people and not forgetting where you come from and stuff like that. Not be trying to think that you're like, you know, better than other people that you were just around a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Just because maybe you found a bag, or maybe you did something, and now we're kind of living it. I always tell people, don't forget about the I'm not saying that like you gotta live bum life and shit, and you gotta hold yourself and stay in the hood, and I ain't talking like that. What I'm talking about is don't forget shit. Don't be out here talking and making fun and shit. That's the thing. That's what makes this world fucked up, and that's what makes a lot of people become evil and shit. You know, shit like that. You know, a lot of people, you know, that being like that, being like, I don't know if you ever grew up and people tell you not to be a showboat and all that shit like that, because sometimes, I mean, unless you got the good security and you're all that, but to be living out here in the world and to be flexing and over-showing shit like it's a WW fucking F world, sometimes that'll get you caught up, you know, because there are some real UFC fighters walking around and shit that ain't playing and shit. So, you know, you might be used to that WWE shit your whole life and shit. You might be fucking comfortable, and maybe the people you've been around maybe be cool with that shit, but when you cross that fucking UFC guy that ain't playing, that's sometimes when you find out the hard way and shit that, you know, it ain't all about the show. Some people out here are for reals, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, that dude that got locked up, UFC fighter out here, because he shot at some dude. You know, even though he could have beat this fucking dude up, you know, he could have beat him down because he found out that he was molesting, like, either his kid or one of his, you know, his nephew or something. He found out that this guy had repeatedly was molesting one of his family members, you know, and he could have fucking beat him up and probably killed the dude and shit with his bare hands, but, you know, that fucking, he was so enraged that he got the fucking, pulled that fire out and shit, fucking started busting fucking lead at that fool and shit, and ended up doing some time. I don't know, maybe he's still locked up, shit. So you gotta understand, people out here ain't playing. Like, it's cool to think you're this and that. Oh shit, like I was saying, people out here that have been deleted by nobodies, little people that shut them down, them demons and shit, them snakes. But I'm trying to say to the people that think they're so big and think that they're big, you know, I hope everyone learns lessons and is realistic in the world and know that, like I used to always say, like, if you go to my IG, that, like, anybody can get it and shit. Anybody, like, shit. That's why I never wanted to be a cop or nothing like that, because, you know, for a lot of reasons and shit. I just couldn't see putting my folks down for, like, hustling, trying to make money, as long as they're not hurting nobody. But another thing is, shit, I know there's some real people out there, and shit, you lock up the wrong person, next thing you know, you got problems and shit. You got family members getting things happening around, and it's like unsolved mysteries. But the thing is, it's because of your position and who you are. And that's the real thing about a lot of unsolved mysteries out here in the world. This shit gets deep. You know, people think it's one thing, but a lot of times it could be another. And unless you know what's going on, you know, like, people want to talk about the Biggie murder and the Tupac shit, but, like, unless you guys really know the depths of it and who's really involved and all that, it's hard to say things. Because imagine, like, you might know some players that are involved, but shit, there might be people closer to home that were involved too, and that, you know, don't be ignorant to think that shit ain't deeper than what it really is. Like I was saying, like I said, money talks out here in this world. You know, as much as I believe in doing the right thing and trying to make heaven out of hell, I know this world consists of fucking a lot of hellish fucking people and a lot of fucking shit, a lot of people that just ain't right. They got bad intentions. right here at Macy's, Monterey. I don't know why. I guess we're finna go eat and get some See's candy. My bad. She did tell me something about See's candy. So I'm just talking. Even I talk just because I got a mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what YouTube is. I don't want to put over there. YouTube is about talking and shit. So sometimes we just be talking because we got lips and shit. And shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of those people probably too. Shit, I'll be rambling. I ain't no better than the next one. I don't know if I'm worse than the next one. Shit. But I know one thing about me is that I got good intentions up in me. That's one thing I could be proud of and shit, that God knows that I'm just trying to do it the right way and be good in life. Because, you know, one way did a lot of bad things in life, and you got a lot of nightmares and shit. You gotta live with a lot of things. So he's out here trying to do it right. And yeah, we all know the bad, and we all know certain things in life, but we gotta be realistic, because there's youngins out here that are listening, and don't be trying to rub shit in their face and shit, and act like maybe you wasn't hood like when you was their age. That's one thing I ain't gonna lie about, and act like I was out here trying to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Shit, I was probably turned up more than these little youngsters. You know, a lot of these people out here, they were just, you know, we talk about these youngsters, the way they rap, and like, oh man, look at the music they're putting out here. But shit, if you talk about the way we really were out here in the streets, shit, we were worse and shit. At least these people are just putting in the raps and shit. You know, we were really out here, you know, trigger happy and all that shit. Like stupid, flexing, thinking that was, you know, that rep. And just, I don't know. It's kind of weird, you know, when I look back at shit. And a lot of times I ain't ignorant to the luck. I don't know if you call it luck or God watching over you or you know, because you know a lot of people fell off, and a lot of people are locked up, a lot of people are dead, and a lot of people are, and then there's people that are just floating through that just, you know, dodge the bullets and shit. And so that's one thing I don't forget. If anything, I'm just happy that I made it to my age. Because shit, when I was young, I was like, man, I ain't even gonna reach 25. So if I hit 50, if I reach 50, that's the goal still. And then beyond that, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, I ain't out here trying to die young and shit. Even though I seen a lot of good people do. I mean, a lot of people did. So rest in peace. Everyone have a good one. I'm out. I was just speaking, talking because I got lips. Hope everyone has a good one today. Peace out. All right. Yeah, and you gotta be thankful for that shit. You gotta know that you're there's a reason for that, and don't forget that. You know, I always tell people, if you're still here and you're living, you know, a lot of good people ain't here. So be blessed and be thankful that you're still here. You know, and teach your kids the same, because that's the future. You know, we did our dirt, and we no, we're still living. We're still making a mark in the world. I mean, we're still we're still becoming who we are. But I'm just saying, don't forget that at the same time, the little youngins are watching this. So, shit, when I was young, you know, little kid, old man was considered, you know, 50 and shit. And what I thought when I was young, shit, 50 years old, I figured that's old man. So us old timers, we need to teach the youngins and shit how to do it the right way. And regardless, as long as you're just out here doing right and you got the right mind, that's what it's about. You could be doing anything. McDonald's, you could be doing anything and shit. As long as your mind's right, that's what it's all about. All right, well, I'm out because my girl's fucking tripping. Everyone have a blessed day and peace out. Thanks for sliding through, Mob Type. And peace out.